When we first saw this home, we thought this one might be the winner. It was a great lot size, great area. It looked like it didn't need a lot of work. Since the bathroom was the first room that we did, I guess it was sort of the starting point of the whole reno and of the whole palette. And the one thing I really love is the floor tile. The pattern tiles are really popular right now, but I just think for the style of the house and the age of the house, it kind of is appropriate. The bathroom was a really good size and kind of unusual in an old house like this, but what I wanted to add was a separate shower and a bathtub, so we widened it a little bit. Luckily, we were able to take space from the hallway, so now we have a double sink, a shower, and a tub. In the bedroom, I pulled that color from Stephen Gambrell, a designer in New York. And another unusual thing I did in the bedroom was keep the wood trim. I wanted to see what that would be like to work with. I left all the doors wood, and I thought in that room I'd keep the trim as well. It's not a big room, but we're able to get 2 closets in there. We have 30-inch wide bedside tables and then a small dresser. So even though it's only about 10 by 12 feet, we do have a lot of storage. In the upper hall, I just wanted to experiment with a bit of a darker color. We haven't changed it yet, so I guess it's working out pretty well. The one thing that really helped though was adding a sun tunnel, so that helps offset the dark color. I chose seagrass carpeting for the second floor. I've always wanted to do it wall to wall, and I really love the texture of it. I love walking on it, and I think it looks great. The first room on the main floor we were going to tackle was the kitchen. I'm actually sitting where the refrigerator used to be. This used to be the kitchen, and we actually switched it to the front of the house. We made the smallest room on the main floor the kitchen, and we made the largest room on the main floor the living room. The kitchen is 10 feet by 10 feet. It's not a large kitchen, but a good size for this house. I wanted to maximize the cabinetry by going to the ceiling. I added a small pantry beside the refrigerator, and then I raised the window to accommodate a sink in front of the window, which is actually really nice. I had a bit of a debate with myself on what I should do with the backsplash. I was going to tile the walls. Then I came up with the idea of using a grass cloth wallpaper, but this grass cloth is actually vinyl, so it's easy to wipe down. We have a really cool 48-inch white lacquered dining table. And then it took a while to find some dining chairs. They're definitely different than anything else in the dining room, but they're over 60 years old, and all we had to do was reupholster the seats with a fun striped velvet, and I think it kind of works in here. The biggest change to the living room was the French doors. They're 10 feet wide with 2 side lights, and that is a really great transformation to the entire house because you see them right from the front door. They're not very expensive doors, they're just simple metal, but I think when you add some nice hardware and paint them a dark color, they end up looking a lot more expensive. I went for a very minimal built-in on the TV wall. There was a small window on that wall, but we filled it in just because I have a lot of art that I like to display, and I thought it might be a bit of a distraction. One of my favorite spaces is the foyer. And what I like about it is that it's almost its own little room. On the floor, I went for a pattern tile again, similar in style to the bathroom, but a little more traditional, and it actually really hides a lot of dust. On the walls, I wanted something just a little bit different, so I decided to do wood strips. It's kind of like a paneling, but it's a lot more of a casual paneling. And I think it adds a really nice layer to the space while complementing the original moldings. This is a fun project for me because it allowed me to use some finishes and products that I always wanted to use for my own house. And I was able to try new ideas that I'm excited to bring into clients' homes.